Okay, my name is Adam. This is G7, the Ray subgroup, and I'll be going over all of our use cases for the final time. And so, we're going to start off with the use cases that involve two people, and it is the messaging use cases. So we'll go over to borrow, and as you can see here, we have all of our listings. That is actually already one use case, but we'll go down here and borrow an item from owner AA. So we can request a listing. This is one use case, and we'll say I want this item. We'll send the request. That is another use case, and we'll go to messages. This shows our chats. That's another use case. And if we reload the screen here, we'll see that they both have the chat. And so we can go through the trust feedback use cases, or I guess the first is the messaging use cases. So we can create a message and say, I like you. And after a second, it will send. There we go, there we go. And so now we can accept the request. And we'll say you can have it from here to here. Confirm. If we reload this page, once I've used the item, I can return the item. So I can return it there. And then I can reload this page, and we can submit our trust feedback. So it was on time. It was good. It was good 5. There we go. Submit trust feedback. There is another use case. So now this person just rated this other person here, basically. And we can get rid of their screen. There we go. Now, the other use cases. If we go back here, we can see we have pending, active, and closed. We can see our active chats, our closed chats. That's just getting different chats. We can go to our events here. We have items. We can delete or edit our item. We'll delete it. We can also create items. So we'll do, these are events. We can create events. Event B. We can put in our date. We can put in, whoopsies. Item B. Date. Address. We'll put in our address ID, 78. Description. This is event B, not item B. Event B. Create event. Cool. We have another event here. We can also sign up for events and leave events. So if we sign them up from here, as you can see, they go away and they go up to our signed up events place. We can also leave these events and they will show up, show up back down here. And so those are our events. Oh, and we can also load more events. Load more events here. We can see them there. If we look up things that exist, they will show up here. If we look up things that don't exist, it will default back to the events we saw before. Those are our event use cases. We can go back to borrow. We are an admin on this account, so we can remove listings. So there we go. Remove that item. Remove this item. Only admins can do that. No one else can. We can go to our saved, which we have nothing saved yet. But saved items would show up here. We can browse items and we can save them. There we go. There we go. Saved. And then we can go to our profile. This shows our profile. We can log out. We can save our profile if we edit it. And we can see our rating of our trust rating, so people can see if we're trustworthy or not. And we can see our items here. And so we have one item, item B. Oh, that's the one I didn't go over either. Our item use cases. So we have an item here. We can edit it. We can remove it. We'll remove it. And we can create an item. So I'll say this is item A. Category, item. Description, this is an item. Dates, we will go hit this date. The 8th, this date. The 9th, post item. We have another item down here. And if we go to our listings, if we go to our listings, we'll see item A is now here. If we go to profile, we can search our members here. All users can do this, but only admins, let's go down to Danielle Brown, only admins can view their transaction history, their trust feedback, and their user chats. So we'll go into their transaction history, and we can see they have 2 items that have been made into transactions, and they're both complete. We can go to their trust feedback. We can see all of their trust feedback, and we can edit their trust feedback. So we'll go late, damaged, 1, save. And it was saved. That's another use case, or 2 use cases there. Another use case is viewing people's chats. So I can go to YY and see that she said, I want this. He said, I'll give it to you now. And so that's our, I believe, final use case of the application. Well, thank you so much.